Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem. So, we need to go and eat a lot this time. Why do we need to go and eat a lot? Well, because we've got a lot of supports to do and we have 9 activity points. Now, just want to check our motivation. Motivation is low as well, so we kind of want to do that as well while we're here. So, let's start with this. Head Chef Challenge. So, just doing a quick... Oh, luck will decide whether it's delicious or disastrous. Nah. We'll just use our menu. We already know what we want. Okay, so let's go into our supports. Just start from the bottom and just say, hey, who's the first person without one? Balthus. So Balthus and Lysithea. Balthus gets priority because he's a DLC character and we haven't seen as much of him as everybody else. There's Lysithea. Do we have Lysithea and Balthus? Nope. There's Balthus, no Lysithea. We don't have any of them. Okay, let's go back to the top. I'm sure there must be one with them. Yeah, so anytime I see Lysithea, I'm just going to go down and see if there's a Balthus. Ah, there we go. So they both like pickled rabbit skewers. There we go. Let's grab it.
Look at the little lady go. And here I thought you wouldn't know a vegetable if it bit you on the nose.
When the occasion calls for it, sure. Although, not sure there's much room left for these ones.
Cool. And I believe that, just from seeing it, the DLC characters tend to get different things each level that they go up. So, like, at C level we'll get that one. When we go to B level they'll have something else maybe. So, it's definitely worth just staying a little bit for the DLC characters. So, I'm actually in the wrong menu. I want to go to this menu so we can go back to our sorting. So Yuri, got everyone. Cyril, now Lysithea, obviously unavailable. Hilda, Ignatz, Petra. Hilda, Ignatz, Petra. I'm just saying them so that we see who we got. So you got Ignatz, Leonie, Raphael, Kaspar. Shamir Kaspar seems like a good one. That seems like a very easy one to get going. Kaspar, Shamir, perfect. Right, let's go. Right, so we got those two. Ooh, is that their final support? No, that's actually their second last support though. Okay, Catherine. Catherine Lorenz. Nobody has a Lorenz one at all. So Catherine Lorenz seems like a great option. Lorenz, no Catherine. Lorenz, Catherine. There we go. Catherine Lorenz. Perfect. Yeah, just because I saw absolutely nobody having anything to do with Lorenz there.
Eating food always fun. I did not expect...
Wait a second. I just realized something. If Catherine has one with Lorenz, why did we not recruit Lorenz until that mission? That doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, he probably should have been on our recruit list, now that I think about it. Huh. Anyway, whatever. Hilda, I think, is probably fine for Cyril. Yeah. Hilda and Cyril seem like a fine two to go together. And nothing here. Hilda and Cyril, perfect. So we'll grab those two. Right.
This is so...
Yeah.
Awesome. Next two. So Hilda and Cyril actually have one. So we've done Catherine, Aloise Leonie, or Aloise Petra, or Aloise Bernadetta. Let's go for Aloise Bernadetta. I think that one's probably going to be okay. Bernadetta and Aloise. Perfect. Right. Grab that one.
There's no one I'd rather eat.
Here. This old chair keeps creaking. I fear it's on its last legs. Ha!
Haha! I actually didn't realize that Bernadetta's was a unique one until I was halfway through skipping it. I was like, oh, wait a second. She said the word Aloise. It has to be new. Did we just get one with Bernadetta? Or who did we just get? Oh, we just got one with... Oh, with Hilda. Oh, okay then. Manuela has one with Lorenz as well. Yeah, why didn't I recruit Lorenz? That's a very good question, me. Ferdinand or Dorothea seem good here. Hanneman and... So Hanneman Dorothea or Hanneman Marianne. Then something there. I'm just seeing who we got. So you probably need one with Ignatz or Lintart. Probably go with Lintart, and then you can have one with... I guess you have to do one with Leonie, because these two are done. So Seteth has to do one with Leonie. Let's have a look here. Seteth and Leonie. Somewhere in here. There's Seteth. Actually, Seteth is lower priority if he has motivation. Let's see. So, Manuela and Ferdinand seems like a good choice here because nobody has anything with Ferdinand apart from Manuela. Perfect. Right, so we'll grab that.
This delicious.
Awesome. Right, next up we have... I don't know why I keep turning away, like, you know, the person's going to be mad that I'm just sitting there staring at them. So we've done Manuela, Hanneman and Marianne, maybe? Or Dorothea? Marianne? Yeah, there we go. That works out alright. Then we're looking at Flane and somebody.
I like this.
Okay. So we're looking at Flane and either Raphael, Lindhart, or Ignatz. Let's go for Lindhart. Lindhart, Flane, both like the peach sorbet. Fine. They're full motivation, but hey, whatever. We're kind of down to that point.
This is my favorite. I am rather...
This isn't...
Yes, okay. And then we have... Who do we have left? So Flane, it must be Seteth then. Yeah, Seteth, Leonie. Okay. Seteth, Leonie. There you go. They both like the grilled herring. Cool. And that's all 10.
That looks...
Nice. Okay, so I have checked the box off camera, and we definitely did that. Let me double check that we've done this, because this is very important now. We have indeed done that. Fantastic. Right, well, we can do our supports now, but I'm going to just finish exploring, and then we'll do them at the start of the next week. Have we got everything? Yeah, we've got everything. Cool. So now we can do our motivations on the 11th. I actually don't think I got any with our team, so it doesn't really matter when I did it, but it just splits things up a little bit instead of just doing eat a ton, then do a ton of supports, then eat a ton of supports. Just a little instruction in between mixes things up a little bit. So, first things first, Cyril, you're still a Wyvern Rider, right? Yeah, so we need to make you a Wyvern Lord. So you need Axe or Flying to be an A. Okay. Which one can we push? We can push Axe to be an A. Wonderful.
I could...
That's great. Armored Strike.
I'm getting it.
So you get some bonus, so it's bonus might based on defense. Then we can start pushing... that's just, like, he does need that to be higher so he can get something. I think he's going to have a high enough percentage, so let's start pushing this up.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Cool. I'm actually going to go change his goals, because now that he has the axe where we need it, I don't think he needs to have axe as part of his goals anymore. I think that we can change his goals to be authority flying. I think that is a better use of his time. Yeah, I think that's going to work better for him. If he can get to sea level authority, I think we have some battalions he can use, and that's really all we need to get him to. Right. Next up. Nobody else really needs anything. Shamir, I guess we can still do riding with, because she needs it for her Bow Knight class. But again, it's not really a big thing. Let's have a look. What's her chances on it? 75? That's pretty good. I might do the same thing. I might push some of it into here. Just for just now. Right. Everyone else does not need anything. So let's see. You just reached B level, so you probably have new battalions that we could equip to you. That's more just a thing to remember. Here, I'm going to push up her reason skill, which is a negative skill for her, but that's okay. We'll push points into it. Okay. Hanneman? Same. Well, you now have that. I can push this up to the next level, I suppose.
That was rather productive.
So you now have an S, which is Black Magic Range.
Age is but a number.
Which is intriguing for him. That would make him even better as like a sniper. I'm going to put the rest of the points in here.
No.
Just as kind of like a dump stat. I don't know if he gets anything more though. I should probably check at some point, but hey, doesn't matter. Ooh, we can push Flame up to an S on this. Is that Lance Fair? Extra 5 attack? Lance Prowess level 5. Oh, see, that was A+, but still.
Well worth the effort.
Exactly, well worth the effort. Seteth needs Lance, so he can use the Lance that he's good at, which we can actually get right now. It's fantastic. Then he probably doesn't need many points in Lance at this point forward.
There is always more to learn.
He also gets Swift Strikes, which is actually amazing that those two line up. Does he still need Lance? Yeah, I guess so. It still works out as a pretty good stat for him to keep putting points into. So just thinking, so yeah. Let's go for Aloise. I think we've got some good top level battalions, so that's probably what I want to put points into. Yeah, we do have some good top level ones, so I'll keep going there. I'm continuing to push up his brawling, and I think that's because I find his brawling more useful than his axe currently. Cool, so we'll do that. Okay, wasn't too bad. Let's begin training.
Professor.
Sure, do what you like, Ignatz. He wants to be a thief or an assassin. You know, it's really a cry for help when you say that, but hey, whatever. Hey, Hilda. What's up?
Professor, I asked to be on the sidelines. Why did you put me on the battlefield? You did protect me, so I guess I can't complain. Wait a second, you're hurt. Did that happen when you were defending me?
Yes.
Oh, I thought so. How could you be so reckless? Perhaps you'll say that that's what friends do. They look out for each other and save each other. But if I saw you getting attacked, I wouldn't risk my neck to save you.
Useful information to have? Yes, you would.
No, don't overestimate me. I don't know if I've told you this, Professor. I have a very impressive big brother. I'm not just saying that. He's strong, smart, nice. He's basically perfect. Before Claude turned up, people talked about him becoming the next leader of the Alliance. Don't mention that to Lawrence, by the way. He never shuts up about that kind of thing. Anyway, my parents have high expectations for my brother, and he almost always meets them. No one expects anything of me. If something's even a little bit difficult, I find someone else to do it for me.
I wonder what he says. I wonder what Hilda says about the "don't tell Lawrence" if Lawrence is dead. that would definitely be an odd thing to say.
That's what I've done my whole life.
Are you scared of disappointing people?
Of course. I can't stand the idea of not meeting someone's expectations. I know how people react when that happens. From watching my brother, I mean. People force their expectations on you, and then if you fail, they look so disappointed. Whenever that happens to my poor brother, he looks just devastated. So don't expect anything of me, please. That way, I can't disappoint you.
I wouldn't expect anything, but I believe in you.
You're stubborn. Okay, fine. Keep believing in me. I do want to support you and support my friends. I just don't want to let you down.
Alright, Hilda. Well, that's our A-level support. And now, I don't think we have anyone else, so it should be group task? Maybe? Possibly? If it loads?
Look at our excellent results.
Perfect. I love it. I love it. We can probably take them off of that soon, because if Cyril passes, they no longer need to increase their flying, so we can use it as another way of gaining extra points for people. My god, the level ups. There's too many. Far too many.
Now is the time to master this.
Could be useful.
I'm a quick study.
Ooh, authority level 5 for, yeah, for him is very interesting. Actually, let me just check something. Did I think I took authority off of him, didn't I? Did I really? Let me have a look. Oh, I need to be in abilities. I didn't take authority off of him. Okay, so authority level 5 is good. I suppose it doesn't make a lot of sense given I stuck all my charisma modifiers on him, so hey, whatever. Right, so next thing that we need to do is save it up because we moved forward a week. And then we've got a bunch more supports to do. But first, certification. Cyril, I'm ready. Are you gonna pass? 73% is pretty high overall. Let's go for it. Nice. Passed.
I passed.
I think so. He didn't finish his previous class, but I don't remember what you got as a reward for the previous class. I think that Seteth finished it though, so I should be able to check Seteth and see. Does it tell me actually if I go onto it on Seteth what you get? It probably doesn't, but you know, it's worth just checking this way first. Wyvern Rider. Yeah, actually, if I head out here, I just thought of a good way of finding out. So I'll head out here. I go to roster. No, why am I going to the wrong place? I go to reclass. Yes, of course. This is how you do it. Yeah, I remembered. Right, go to Wyvern Rider. Didn't really want to switch back to this old one, but now I can go to his... I remembered I could do it from here. So now I can go here and I can check for things that he gets as a result. So he doesn't get any abilities or anything. Yeah, so he... Yeah, it must be like a permanent unlock ability. Okay, which is interesting. So what does he get? I could look it up, but it's so much more interesting for me to try and figure it out. It's probably one of these, like, yeah, it's probably one of these seal defense things or something like that. Okay, I'll think about it. I'll look at it. It might be one of the breakers as well. It might be a combat art. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, ooh, while we're here, combat art. Swift Strikes is just like absurdly better than Night Kneeler. This is an attack that strikes twice, so although Night Kneeler is +5, this one's just 2 attacks. It's crazy. Although, actually, maybe I trade it out. I have Night Kneeler and that instead of having Tempest Lance. Yeah, maybe that works better. Possibly. Anyway, Diamond Axe is also one that we should consider having on at some point, but Smash is quite useful for the hit, and because his axe isn't amazing, that's something we want to do. And then in here, I believe we can now give him the Spear of Assault, which is his spear, which is 49, which means that it falls into a better than a Steel Lance category. Yes, we'll store that one, and then give him the Spear of Assault, which is fantastic. So he now has a spear, which has a lot of durability, and it also restores HP each turn, and it's just generally pretty good. Yeah, seems pretty good for him. Right, now we've done that, let's do some supports, because we've kind of meandered around it a little bit. Caspar and Shamir.
Leave this to me. Go!
Shamir, look out! Ah!
Caspar! Are you alright? Talk to me!
Shamir!
Lower your voice. I'm right here.
Look out! The enemy's right... We're in the infirmary?
Correct. It took you a while to wake up. You nearly died protecting me. Why did you do something so reckless?
Well, I saw that you were in trouble, and...
Is this your attempt to take responsibility for your father's actions? I don't need your pity, Caspar.
Wait a minute. I do feel guilty for what my father did to the Dagdans, but this has nothing to do with that. I saw you were in danger and my body moved before I could even think about it. That's all.
You are still a fool. Learn to protect yourself before trying to protect me. There's no point in losing one life to save another. Yours holds just as much value as mine.
I understand what you're saying, but...
However, I cannot deny that I owe you a debt. Thank you, Caspar. and I apologize.
For what? You didn't do anything.
For when we spoke before. I may have been too harsh. I cannot hold a grudge against someone who would risk his life for mine. That said, you need not worry about me.
Yeah, glad to hear it. But I gotta say, not worrying about you is a lot easier said than done.
And that's their B level. Interesting. So their A level, I'm guessing, because they've kind of made up over the fact that Caspar's father was involved in the war against the Dagdans. So their A level must be focusing on their own personal relationship then. Okay. Marianne and Hanneman?
Professor Hanneman, you wanted to speak with me?
Miss Marianne, hello. Do pardon the mess. Please have a seat.
Of course.
I have been puzzling over why your father would wish to conceal your crest. And I have arrived at a conclusion. Would you like to hear it?
No, I would rather not.
Ah, fair enough. Then I will keep it to myself. However, if my theory is correct, well, then it is only natural for you and your father to try keeping your crest a secret. That said, I feel I would be remiss if I didn't point out that I consider this decision a most grievous error.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Crests never manifest in someone unfit to bear them.
That seems like an incorrect statement.
Which means, Miss Marianne, you have the ability to make the most of your crest, because it is, by definition, your crest.
Unless it means unfit as in, like, you physically are not able to bear them, rather than unfit as, like, you're just, like, a bad person for bearing it, kind of thing. Like, I'm trying to think, like, when it was said unfit, my initial thought was, yeah, there's a lot of villains with crests, but then my next thought was, like with this one, you might have just be meaning if you have a crest, then you know it's your thing, like you're able to utilize it best because it's yours. I might be where he was going for with it. Anyway, whatever.
I have no desire to make use of my crest.
But it can be of service to you, and I would venture to suggest to the world at large.
Ever since I was born, that crest has been nothing but a burden to me. My parents, too.
Ah, that's right. I have heard that you were adopted. Did one of your birth parents also have that crest?
Yes. It was my father.
Then that crest is evidence that you are your true father's daughter. Concealing it, hiding that truth from the world, is denying your true parentage, is it not? I'm not suggesting you flaunt your crest. That would be highly unnecessary, possibly even dangerous. I simply wish you to accept who you are.
Accept it?
Accept the crest and allow its power to come forward. Then it will open itself to you. Whatever the crest may be, whatever its origin or its nature, it can serve you. It is yours to command, however you wish.
Mine?
Nobody can decide how to use your crest, Miss Marianne. That choice is yours alone.
I will think about that.
Okay, so now we have the last one for just now, Hilda and Cyril. It's them getting to know each other in their C1.
Hey, Cyril. What are you up to? Working?
That is what he does 90% of the time.
You're in the way, Hilda. Move.
How rude. I'm not in the way.
Are you just here to goof off?
No, I'm here to feed the horses, actually.
Uh-huh. Where's the fodder, then?
I wasn't sure where to find it. Can you help with that?
I'll take care of it. I'm cleaning the place anyways.
Oh, thanks. It's great to have you on the job. I know you'll handle it perfectly.
Yeah, well, I don't like it when I feel like I'm not doing my part.
Ooh. Just hitting her where she'll completely ignore him.
You're always so focused on the task at hand. Sometimes I almost forget you're Almiran. I always thought they were a rough and unreliable sort of people.
Wow, Hilda, not cool.
Though you're not really like the rest of them. You seem normal for the most part.
Rough and unreliable, huh?
My family has to fight against Almiran sometimes. Not that my father or brother ever clued me in on what the battles were like. But I do know that armies from Almyra will attack without reason and break treaties and tell lies. Everyone says they're a bunch of brutes.
Yeah? Huh.
Am I boring you? I'm talking about your people.
Those aren't my people. I was just born there.
Okay, let's turn the tables. How do the people of Fódlan seem to you, from an Almiran perspective?
Huh.
That look on your face. Are you okay?
I can't tell you what I think of folks from Fódlan. I don't really got an impression of them altogether.
What's that supposed to mean?
There's all sorts of different people everywhere. You can't say everybody of one place is any one thing. It's no different when you're talking about Fódlan or Almyra or any place else. And wherever you go, you see people in power keep the weak ones down.
Alright, well, Hilda, you know, you're, I'm trying to think of the best way to put it for Hilda, and I can't find a nice thing to say. And, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. Right, let's head down here and have a look at the greenhouse. Right, do some gardening. Let's do a harvest. Fruit of life, HP. Okay, sure. I don't know. Let's go for some of these root vegetables. Sure. Then cultivate to the max level. That seems to work. Right, let's go. We want to go up here quickly, grab the cathedral, the box. Oh, and the singing. Yep, so over here. Hello. I hope to improve my riding skills before our next battle. Any suggestions for where to begin? I want people to see me on horseback and say, he reigns supreme. Start by befriending the horse you'll be riding. Yeah, he liked it. It was also the only one that suggested any thing to do with horses. Oh, for a second there I thought the choir coordinator had gone and I was very upset. However, turns out we don't have to be upset. We can just have the singing.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo! Get it? Lo!
Tra-la-la-la-la, sing out over peaks, ring out over valleys, let my lovely voice echo through the streets and alleys.
Nice. Okay. And then we can head straight to the dining hall, where we're going to do a lot of eating, because that's what we do now. Hello. So first up, we're looking for... Where is it? The... Huh, I can't see it again. We must have used the last thing, the pickled rabbits. We must have used the last of that. Huh, okay. So that was the thing that Lysithea and Balthus both liked. So I'm kind of looking for a Lysithea one where she has some meat in here. Interesting. There's no Lysithea one further down. So Pete Sorbet, he doesn't like. Of course, there could be Lysithea ones that are being blocked off. I'm trying to look for one which is Lysithea and Balthus. Okay. What do we need for pickled rabbit? Out of curiosity. We need wild game. I think they sell wild game at the marketplace. I think that's one of the few that they actually sell. I'll double check, but I believe there is one. Ooh, what? How did I miss that?
Welcome.
Hello. Yeah, they actually
have
sell
a
wild
good
game.
eye.
We'll buy, I don't know, 10 of them. Why not?
A pleasure to come again.
You know what, while we're here,
Welcome.
I'll buy some poultry as well, because we can. We have a lot of money. This is what we should do with it.
Come again.
Hello.
Hello!
Hello! Do you have it? Yes, we'll buy...
Will this one do?
Oh, you only have one.
It's all.
Okay.
Will this one do? It's all yours. Will this one do? It's
Okay.
all. Will this one? It's all. Will this one? It's
This
all.
is not the
Will
best
this
use of
one
our
do?
money,
It's all.
but
Will
whatever.
this one? It's all yours. Tell your friends.
I just wanted to make sure that we have some ingredients. Right, so we can now do the pickled skewers again with Lysithea and Balthus. Cool. What's today's special? The Fisherman's Bounty. Okay. Which, we have a lot of people who like it, but that's okay. Right. So, Lysithea and Balthus. Neither of them need motivation. Well, Lysithea is not in the team, but at the same time, it is one that we want to do.
Look at the little lady.
When the
Right. So, done that one. Ooh, we have the next support between them for that. That is the B level. Okay. Cyril and Hilda is one that we can do again. Do they both like this one? They do not. Okay. Let's head back in here. So Cyril and Hilda. I can't remember which one they both liked. It was like the second one down here. The pheasant? Yeah, the pheasant they both like. Okay. Cool. We'll grab that.
This is so...
Yep, they don't have any lines between each other. That makes a lot of sense. Next up, it's Shamir and Caspar. Caspar. No Shamir. Where are we? Caspar. No Shamir. Ah, they both like the pickled rabbit skewers. Of course. It's a very popular dish. Which we've had a lot of today. Okay. Right. Next up, we have Catherine and Lorenz. That was it. Catherine and Lorenz. It's like this one, I think. The fruit and herring. Yes, the fruit and herring. Catherine and Lorenz. Cool. She doesn't need a motivation either, but that's alright.
Eating food up.
I did not.
So that should get them their C level. Hopefully. That does indeed get them their C level. Aloise and Bernadetta. Oh, and we'll listen to the full thing this time. I'm just seeing who we've got here, actually. Aloise. Bernadetta doesn't like it. Manuela. Manuela, and we've got someone up here who Manuela could go with. Maybe. We see who Manuela and Flane have got things with. Flane, Raphael, Lintar, Ignatz, Manuela, Ferdinand, Dorothea. Ferdinand, Dorothea. Oh, Ferdinand and Manuela. Perfect. Well, that works pretty well while we're here.
This.
Okay. Next up, we have... You see, Mind Like a Sieve is already gone. Aloise and Bernadetta, don't skip. Aloise, Bernadetta, don't skip. Bernadetta. Aloise. Perfect, let's go.
There's no one I'd rather eat with than the Professor and Aloise.
Hear, hear. This old chair keeps creaking. I fear it's on its last legs. Ha!
Haha. Still good the second time. Right. Next up we have... Well, we just did Manuela, then Catherine, Shamir, Cyril, Hanneman, and Marianne. Hanneman and Marianne. Hanneman, and... Marianne. Perfect.
This is...
I like...
Okay. Next up, after Hanneman, we go for Flane. Flane and Linthart would be an okay one. Flane and Linthart, perfect. They both like the Sagurt in cream. Right, we'll go for that one.
This is my.
This isn't...
Awesome. Right. And then, next, we have Seteth and probably Leone. Yeah, Seteth Leone, I think is a good one next. There we go. They both like the pheasant again. Okay, cool. And that's the last one that we needed.
The flavor is
That...
Awesome. Right. So now I'm going to do the same thing as last time. I'm just going to do the this bit next. Oh, it's a birthday as well. Okay, cool. So, let's do some instruction. Instruct. So I'd like to start with... So Cyril actually doesn't need as much instruction because he passed. So, Cyril actually can stop learning about flying entirely, actually, now that I think about it. So he actually doesn't need any more of that. So authority is huge for him. Bow is potentially good for him. But I actually think that the best one is just pure authority. Yeah, I think authority none. Even though he only gets, 1.5 instead of the 2 times for when you have 2 of them. It's like, whatever. I think it's still better. Just think of anyone else. We didn't actually try Shamir. I probably should have tried to get her to pass hers last time. Just think of who else we got who probably doesn't need anything else. Yeah, so Flame doesn't need... Oh, I already took away her one. Hanneman doesn't need another point of reason. So I think we switch it to Sword and Faith for him. I think that's a better lineup overall. Seteth doesn't need any more Lance, so we can switch it to Axe. Well... You know what, maybe No, I think maybe Lance and Authority is better for him. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, who else we got? Manuela? You're fine, you're gonna get to your S in White Magic, which is fine. Sorry, it's a habit I picked up from someone. Faith, which is fine. Aloise, so that's Brawling and that. Catherine, that's fine. Shamir is fine because she hasn't passed. We're going for the S+. Yuri, you're fine. Do we want to go to... I don't think we need to max... I don't think we need to... I just want to get rid of those from being marked up here. Why are these all marked with an exclamation mark? I guess it's because these are things he wants. Anyway, we don't need to do Authority anymore. So I might actually do Faith and Reason on him. I think that might actually be the best answer. Get him new spells, potentially. Althus is also doing Faith and Reason. I love it. Faith and Reason again. You're fine, because you're kind of falling behind a little bit. That's okay. Who else have we got here? Have we gone through everybody? Gone through everybody. Cool. That's fine. Group task can now be changed. I'm trying to think who I want to change it to. Because now we can actually do any of the tasks. Who do we still need points with? You know what? Where are we? Seteth needs points with Hilda at some point. And Hilda's going to need to be spending a lot of time getting Cyril points up. So I think that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, let's go for those two. Right, then instruct. Okay, so now we have a better idea about what we want. I still think Cyril is a high priority for us putting points into for instruction because we need this to be a higher stat. So let's keep piling points in. Okay, again, Flame, same kind of logic, is still a high priority because we want her to be better at her job. Although I don't know what we give Flame actually. Maybe she isn't a high priority. Yeah, she's kind of where she needs to be. I guess I can push it into Spear.
Nope.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. Maybe Flame is at the point where we don't actually need any more of these skills. It's just pure stats. Seteth? Ooh, we can push this up to an A. A in Authority is huge for him because it gets us new battalions, which is wonderful.
Hopefully this proves useful.
He now actually doesn't need Authority anymore. What's his... Yeah, what if I got him learning? I have him learning that. He doesn't really need Authority anymore because he's already got what we need him to have out of Authority. I might change it to this. Yeah, to Lance and Axe. Try and push up both of those skills. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be more useful overall for him. Next up, Shamir. I think we want to just push it into Authority because the next level of Authority is really good for her. Because again, we get B level battalions and B-level battalions are likely going to be better. Alois, fine. Hanneman. Yes, Hanneman, we can push up his faith. Nice. Doesn't get many. Oh, we got Nosferatu. I was going to say it wouldn't get me anything else new, but he actually did get something new. Cool. Right, Nosferatu is a really useful one occasionally if you want him to be a little bit more defensive. Here, let's push some into your reason, which needs a lot of work because it's a bad stat for her.
It's all instinct now.
Okay. Yeah, she's not getting a lot of points per teaching thing there. Let's see who else we want. Maybe Balthus probably isn't worth putting points into because he's already kind of finished. I'm thinking, does Catherine need anything with her battalion maybe? Yeah, maybe Catherine Battalion is where we want to go with this. Cool. Awesome. Right. And let's go.
Professor.
Yeah, wait a second. You are somebody I care about. No, you're not going to become a bow knight. Are you crazy? I just spent all this time teaching you how to fly. It's Raphael's birthday. Sure, we'll host a tea party. It's what we do. Raphael. Raphael. I think that you... would like this thing that's popular amongst many.
Hey, Professor. You called for me, so here I am.
Nope.
Thanks.
He does not like it. That's alright.
Tasty.
Okay, so, favorite sweets. Food is a good topic for him. No classes. Yup. Right. Battles. Yup. There we go.
I can't miss a single lecture if I want to become a proper knight.
Command. He looks very pleased with himself. Chat. Cool. Well, let's do some zooming in.
Gosh, hot. If your muscles are hungry, you gotta feed them.
Alright, good.
You want to see my muscles?
How many of these are about his muscles?
If your muscles are hungry, you gotta feed them.
I don't think we're actually at high enough rank to get more than 2. But let me try one more.
You want to see my muscles?
No, Raphael. I think we're okay for today.
Thanks for the tea. But next time, let's stick to meat.
Alright then. We enjoyed our time together and got some charm. Nice. So, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's St. Macule Day. Of course we'll go to the hymn recital. Who are we sending? Just out of curiosity. We're sending...
The utter discord. I cannot stand it. I do wish everyone would listen to one another.
Raphael was not who I expected.
Everyone should sing louder. It feels so good just to let it out.
I love the two of them together, where Hanneman's like, everyone should listen to each other and try and, harmonize. He doesn't like everyone being discordant. And then you have Raphael like, I'm just gonna sing loud. Doesn't matter if I'm, doing it right, as long as I'm loud. It's Saturday.
I'll let you take the lead.
Let us begin at once. We completed our task without incident.
Wonderful. That's what we all like to hear.
This should be suitable.
Feeling pretty good about this.
I've come too far to stop now.
Okay, cool. Didn't get anything too exciting there. Now it is the 24th, and on the 24th we shall teach Shamir how to ride a horse. Shamir, you shall become a bow knight. Let's go. It's higher chance than Cyril had. Fantastic. Now, we don't actually want to switch to the class, but that's okay. Ooh, stat bonus. Hey, it already became worth it.
That's a nice result.
Although it's only 1 res. I'm going to say no. It means we can change her goal, though, because she no longer needs to learn about riding. So she could have a pure goal of bow. But I think we're going to go bow authority, because that's much more sensible. Alright, let's do some supports. Oh my lord, we have a lot of supports. You know what we're going to do instead, actually? I think we're going to call the episode there. Thank you for watching. And then next time, we'll get all of these supports. We'll do one more round of eating. And then we'll be ready to do the, well, the mission at the end of the month. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.